This is another story called Ship Crash. This is the guy's brother, and he's saying we're going on a ship and he's really happy. He promised that he wouldn't get sick, but as soon as he got on the boat, he just... Then his brother says, sick, eh? Then he nods his head up and down. Then he says, are you? Then he says, yes. And when he's been sick, the title is inside his mouth. And he looks out on the sea, and there's this big fin, and there's this giant killer fish coming. And he picks up the boat and starts to eat it. And they're hanging off from the side of the boat. And then his brother climbs up and lets down a rope. And then he helps him up. And then one of them jumps off the side, and he's saying to run. So he jumps into this portal in the water, and then he goes in first, then the other guy jumps in as well. And then they're in the sea. And then they come into this island, and all they can eat is a banana and a bunch of blueberries. And then he looks behind a rock, and there's all the smoke and the sound coming. So he takes a peek behind the rock, and there's a boat there. He grabs his brother and he takes a look as well. That's just a picture of the boat. And he's smiling because he knows what to do. He climbs up the anchor. And when he's on the boat, he takes a couple of photos. This first photo is a picture of his brother going like this because somebody just fell off the side of the boat and it was his fault. He's wondering why everybody's staring at him because he hasn't realised that it's him. He's all confused because everybody's looking at him and he doesn't know what's going on. He's meant to be going like this, huh? And this here is him doing a dance. This is them putting their arms on each other's shoulders. He was just bending down because he lost his keys, and then he was pretending to be a superhero, so he standing on his back. And this is him trying to do a somersault over his back. And this is them bouncing up and down because they're all happy.